Perfect. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sacred Oil Reiki Healing. I'm Romula, and today we're going to be focusing on how to give yourself a self Reiki session. The reason why I'm doing this is because, well, we did the 28 days of Reiki where I beamed Reiki to myself and to you guys through this journey, right? The difference is, though, is that as a Reiki practitioner or a Reiki Shinpiden, Reiki teacher master, we can give ourselves Reiki sessions, full ones that we also give to our patients. It's just a little different because you're giving it to yourself. So I kind of wanted to go through this process, show the positions, and just to let you know, this is from memory. There might be some positions that I might forget because for me, I am more of a traditional Reiki practitioner. I kind of follow Mikao Usui and Shujiro Hayashi's method of making sure that every part of the body receives Reiki. And so, with that, um, considering that a lot of us practitioners, whether if it's energy work, whether if it's Reiki, whether if it's medical, like a doctor or a therapist, right? We work so hard to take care of others, right? To make sure that they're in their healing process. And sometimes we forget to give it back to ourselves. The cool thing though about being a Reiki master or Shipenden is that you are a vessel of this universal life force energy guided by higher consciousness. Okay? So although I am receiving Reiki while I am giving sessions to others, that doesn't mean that if I take some time to myself and actually give myself Reiki, that's not a problem. If anything, it could help. It could help the process. Um, I have been going through a lot. And sometimes I forget that, yes, I am a practitioner of Reiki and that I could give myself some Reiki in my most intense moments. And so when I was sitting out here in this beautiful sun, I realized if I'm going to be this person regarding Reiki, then I need to make sure Reiki reaches as many people as possible. And I wanted to take some time for all of us healers out here that, yes, we are doing good work, but we have to make sure that we fill our cup back up. We can't keep giving, giving, and giving in terms of allowing others to heal if we don't replenish ourselves and take that time to do it. So, with all that being said, I feel like I say this every time. So, with that being said, that's just my thing. Let's go ahead and let me just do a quick little Reiki session on myself, and hopefully this will inspire other practitioners and healers to take the time they need to rejuvenate themselves. So I will be talking through this, and we will have distractions of all sorts per usual. But again, the main focus is for me to get this message out here. For us Reiki practitioners, Gasho is our best friend. This is the position we start in. This is where we, thank Reiki for allowing us to be attuned to it. We say, we can even go through the Reiki principles. Kyodake wa okuru na shinpaishu na kanshashite go ahagame hito ni shinsetsu ni, right? We want to take this moment. We want to feel Reiki building up in our palms. And we want to make sure that our gasho is right into our heart. A good reference is our heart chakra, but it is literally right in front of your heart. Hands together in prayer. Okay? And you ask Reiki to flow. And when you do that, as the practitioner who's giving yourself Reiki, you start with your head. And again, if my order is out of order, please forgive me. But the whole point is just basically showing the different areas of which you can send Reiki to yourself. Okay? So I started on the top of the head, the crown chakra. Part of the reason why I start with the head first is because I don't want to touch my feet and then touch my face and my head. So for most practitioners who give Reiki sessions, their folks might notice that they do most of the work in the top first. And then once they get to the feet, that's usually right around when the session ends because we never want to put our hands that have touched the feet on our people's face. Not saying that people's feet are dirty, but they be on the ground. So we start in this general position. We can bring Reiki down to the sides of our ears. And of course, we can beam. Beaming is always an option too. But because this is your body, you can touch yourself. Excuse me, pardon. Okay. Do the side of the ears, making sure we're touching all the part of the brain. And then you can transition to the front of your face, allowing all of your sinuses, your mouth, your eyes to receive Reiki. The universal life force energy guided by higher consciousness. The light that animates us all. Kind of go here. But then we can go in the back of our head, right? So if you notice, I'm not sure if it's a good shot, but you put your palms on the back of your head to make sure Reiki gets back there. I love the occipital lobe. That's where our vision's from. Look that up. Look up the occipital lobe. It's quite fascinating, like how the light refracts into our eyes and it comes in reverse, and then it just like turns itself upside right for us to visualize. I was lucky enough to have a bachelor's in psychology, and I really enjoyed physiopsychology and what was the other one? Sense and perception. Obviously neuropsychology as well. The brain is very fascinating. Now, I can't remember if this is the hand position for the throat. I'm not sure. I feel like it's sometimes like this. Something's telling me it's more like this, where you put it on your throat and your heart. But then other parts like this. But then I'm like, for people who have trauma or very sensitive around their neck, it might just be better to do this. And we're allowing Reiki to flow. We want to also give attention to our shoulders. Our shoulders hold, that was the mic. Our shoulders hold a lot of tension. They hold our weight. They help support our back and just pretty much everything. A lot of stress tends to build up in the shoulder and neck area. Okay? So you're just giving that moment for Reiki to flow. And then we could come here. I'm trying to remember how the position, okay, there you go, I kind of remember. So once you kind of do your heart and then you come to the other part, you will hold here, right in your abdominal section, or solar plexus kind of area, if that's easier to refer to. And then we want to move lower, closer to like our, intestines and reproductive areas, right? You want to make sure that we are getting all up in there. No, just kidding. Making sure Reiki is touching every part of the body. You can also hold here, like at your hip area, making sure that your fingers are always tight, your thumbs are always connected to the palm of your hand, and the Reiki is flowing from the palm, so wherever your palms land, right, that's where Reiki will be released. But the amazing thing about Reiki is because it's guided by higher consciousness and it is not manipulated by my intention, Reiki will go wherever it sees fit, wherever it is needed to benefit you and whatever's going on. So we have that here. And then now we can kind of move to the back. I'm not sure. Nope, this is not it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow. Sorry, that was the mic. Scared me. Sorry for the noise. So sorry for that noise. I might be able to cut this out. All right. Ooh, that scared me. All right, let's start over. Okay. So now I'm actually going to turn around so you can see this part. Sorry if my back's a little sweaty. It's a little hot out here. You can start up here. And you're just going to sit here. You're just going to let Reiki flow. You're just going to let these placements be where they are. take time. Normally, it's suggested to stay about 3 to 5 minutes in these positions just to make sure Reiki is flowing and that deeper healing on the cellular level is capable. Now, again, I do have to inform you all as I move to the next position, Reiki does not take away from medical professionals, okay? Reiki traditionally has been used to help heal and things like that, but it should never replace medical professional advice. Notice I'm getting close to is this the sacrum? We'll say just coccyx because that's the tailbone. We'll just say right in the coccyx area. We can sit there and hold it there. So when I am talking about Reiki and the many things that it does, right, these have been traditional uses. I have seen some of the folks that have worked with me with Reiki. I've seen improvement in them and things like that, but I am not a medical professional. So with that being said, okay, everything I'm saying, just for legality purposes, right, is for educational purposes, okay? Also, notice that I have changed my positioning because now I want to kind of give myself Reiki in my legs. You can have your legs outward like this, so I'm putting them on my kneecaps, kind of really allow Reiki to flow there. Oh, sorry, I don't have any more tea in that cup. Okay, so I'm sitting here sending Reiki to my knees. Then the next thing is you could hold your foot like that. So you see how I'm touching my feet. I definitely don't want to touch my foot and then touch my face, right? Oh, it's pretty birds. Hello, crow. Hello. Oh, hello, fly. So you would hold your foot, making sure that you have your palms clasped, making sure you're receiving Reiki in your feet. Your feet go through a lot. They carry your weight. They deal with the hard surfaces of the ground. They need some TLC. But they are also the one thing that is rooted to the earth, right? We do have our root chakra. Good old slap of the foot. We do have our root chakra, but we do have chakras in our feet and in our hands, okay? I hope I'm not flashing you guys, and if I am, I'm gonna have to edit this video hardcore. Another position is to have your feet like this, and you could grab your feet and send Reiki. Hopefully I'm not flashing. I don't think I am. But you're really just kind of attuning yourself to your body. You're really just allowing yourself to receive Reiki in all the different places so that you're just covering GP, general, whatever. But it really, I love that. The distractions, but it's all good. I just really think it's so funny that I do this and then I get lost in the sauce with all the things going on in my life. You know, it's like, oh, I just need to take a moment. I need to remember the things that I've learned to help regulate myself and to make sure that I'm filling my cup and not just spilling over. So I really hope this helps. Oh, that is crazy. I'm seeing all kinds of nature right now. And it's crazy. But yeah, sometimes we have to take moments in ourselves to make ourselves still, to kind of receive what we need to receive, to get the healing that we need. Excuse me, I know I'm sweaty. Excuse me. So that's why I wanted to do this video. I wanted to show a quick way of giving yourself Reiki for all those practitioners out there that are using Reiki on a daily basis to make the world a better place. I also wanted to, let people know who are not familiar with Reiki to know that, yes, you can use it on yourself. Oh, Furiosa, the kitty kitty. So, now I'm like so relaxed. Um, so, anyway, with all of that being said, and me going through the quick little positions, I think I did miss a couple. That's okay. You could always look it up at Reiki websites and things like that. Maybe I might even just post it myself for GP purposes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. The lawnmower has made its way back, which is letting me know that I need to wrap up. Because I don't think you guys want to be hearing that in the background. But anywho, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope this helps you guys out. And hopefully for those who are interested in Reiki, knowing that you can use it on yourself might help persuade you to become another Reiki practitioner. And maybe we could all link together and send Reiki for things that are going on in the world, do some Reiki shares to help raise the vibration of the planet and the people and the animals and the plants. And yeah, you know. Anywho, stay safe, stay blessed, and peace out, y'all. Till next time.